Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome to a new video. Today we are filming this makeup look using the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I am so in love with this makeup look. I feel like it turned out so well. These emerald green shadows on my eyes just look absolutely insane. They look stunning in person. You guys have to check out this palette if you're interested. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it too, and let's just get started. Okay, so I thought I would just talk about my skincare real quick before we jump into this tutorial. I'm just gonna start with a little bit of this Amore Pacific Bioenzyme Refining Complex. It's been super dry here. Everybody has been complaining about it. So I'm just really trying to keep on top of my skincare to prevent my face from just completely drying out on me. I have a bunch of these deluxe samples of the Amore Pacific Time Response Serum. This stuff is actually incredible. And it costs $650 for a full-size bottle, which is obviously way too much. So I'm gonna be so sad when I run out of these little sample sizes, but for the meantime, I'm just totally obsessed with this product. It works so well to make my skin plump and glowy. I also find it super smoothing when it comes to my skin texture as well. Made for more mature skin than mine, so I definitely don't use it every day. I'm probably using it every 3 or 4 days at the moment. Not just because I want it to last me longer, but because it's actually made for more mature skin. So my skin doesn't need to use it every day. And then you all know I'm gonna pop on a little bit of magic cream. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my eye makeup today. I usually like to do complexion first on myself, but I'm gonna be packing on a matte eyeshadow today that's quite a bold color. So I just wanna start with my eye makeup first so I can clean up underneath my eyes before I go in with my concealer. I saved this look the other day on Instagram. It's by Dmv.Makeupartistry. I'll tag her in the description box down below if you guys wanna check her out. She's an Australian makeup artist and I really love her work. I loved the look of this eyeshadow, and then last night I had a dream where I was actually doing this eye look on someone else. I'm gonna recreate / be inspired by the Instagram photo, and I'm gonna use this matte dark green today. I'm using the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette for this look, but the makeup artist actually used the Morphe / James Charles palette to recreate this look. So I know that way more people will have that palette, and it's definitely a much more affordable option. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there in case you guys want to recreate this look and you don't have the Natasha Denona, but you do have that James Charles palette from Morphe, because I know tons of people have that palette. Let's get started. I'm going to prime my lids with my Laura Mercier eyeshadow primer. To kind of try and intensify this look and make sure that that green is really deep and dark on my lid, I'm gonna go in with a green base. The closest thing I have to a green base is this eyeshadow pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of her color chameleons. This is in the color Golden Quartz, so it's kind of a greeny gold color. This is kind of the closest thing I have. Do I have Smoky Emerald actually? No, I don't have it. Charlotte has one of these pencils called Smoky Emerald that would probably work better, but I don't have it, so I'm gonna use this one here. So the way these work is you just kind of scribble it all over your lid. And then you wanna kind of work one eye at a time because they do set pretty quickly. And I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that out with my finger. So the transition color that she uses for the crease is almost like a greeny gray kind of color. I don't have anything gray really in this palette. This color right here, which is kind of a khaki, and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of this lime green, and I'm gonna throw that into my crease on a MAC 224, which is a tapered, fluffy blending brush. You guys can see she really wings out the shadow in this look on the outer corner, and I don't have any foundation on, so when I put my foundation on, it's gonna completely cover up anything that I try to wing out right here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of get down most of the color, and then I'm gonna come back in and wing that out after I have my foundation and concealer on. Okay, that's beautiful. I love that. Next, I'm gonna just go right in with that dark green. The name of the shade is Royal, and I'm going to pop that all over my lid. I'm gonna take my same blending brush, the MAC 224, and I'm just gonna really lightly start going over the edges of that. I don't wanna bring this color up too high. I don't wanna blend it out too far. So I'm gonna just take my time with my blending here and just really softly go over those edges and start to blend the dark green with that crease color. These Natasha Denona shadows blend out so beautifully. Like, I really thought I was gonna have to struggle with that color to make it blend out, but it just went. So I'm gonna pack on a little bit more of that green color just to intensify it a little bit. I just turned the lights down on my camera to try and show the color a little bit more true to color, because I feel like the color is so stunning in real life and the camera isn't picking it up. So it looks to me like she has a navy eyeliner situation happening, whether that's just done with eyeshadow or what, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take this eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Marlene Midnight. It's a dark navy color. And just line the top of my lash line with that. Okay, and once I have that liner down, that pencil liner down, I'm gonna go in with a shadow to kind of smoke it out. This palette has two dark navy blue shadows in it. I don't really know how necessary that is. I think one is more of like a greeny blue and one is more of like a true blue, but like really, do we need both of those? Not so much. I honestly don't even know which one to choose. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here on a little pencil brush and just kind of smoke out that eyeliner a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little cotton round with some micellar water on it and just clean that right up. Honestly, considering how much I was packing that color on, I hardly got any fallout from it, so that's really fantastic. These eyeshadows are amazing. I mean, they should be, they're freaking expensive, but yeah, really, really nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my base. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in shade number 7 and the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Vanilla. So you can see what I mean about how I wasn't gonna focus on where I was pulling this shadow out here, because as I blend in my concealer, I bring it all the way up there, and any blending work that I had done on this part of my eye would just be covered up by that concealer. So once I get this concealer blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and move back to the eyes and we'll finish that off. I'm just gonna set that with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Genius Magic Powder. This powder is really nice and brightening. I'm using it, oh, I didn't blend this in. I'm using it in shade number 2. And I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes and through my T-zone. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my pencil brush into the dark green shade, and I'm gonna run that along my lower lash line. It looks like a completely different color on the lower lash line than it does on the top. And I'm guessing that's because of the green base that I used underneath on top. So I probably should have used that on the bottom as well. Oh no, it's because I have blue on my brush. No! Okay, what should I do? My brush is clean now. Let me go back in with the green and try and fix the color. Okay, that works pretty well. And in the photo, the shadow is smoked down pretty low. It's like quite blended on the bottom, so I'm gonna bring that down like that. I'm gonna go back in with my MAC 224. There's no additional product on this brush. And I'm just gonna start to blend outwards and upwards, starting from this lower lash line. I'm just pulling that up. And then I'm gonna just connect that with the blending I did in my crease up here earlier. Honestly, the way these shadows blend is such a dream. A matte, dark green eyeshadow, just like flawlessly, seamlessly blending. It's so nice. Normally, I blend my shadow sort of more out this way, but in the photo, it's really going up and out like this. She does tag a black liner in the photo. Do I want to stick with navy? No, I think I'm going to use black. And I'm just going to tight line with this and put it in my waterline here as well. I am so obsessed with this makeup. Okay, I'm going to really quickly pop on some mascara and some lashes, and then we will come back to finish off the face. My battery on my camera is dying, so I'm just gonna charge it while I do that, and then yeah, we'll be back. Okay, lashes are on. I also did my bronzer and my brows just to give my camera a little bit more time to charge. In the photo, she's got a really bronzy forehead, so I tried to really bronze up my forehead, and then I kept my bronzer higher on my cheekbone because it looks like that was the way it is in the photo as well, just sort of like really high on the cheekbone. And then for brows, it didn't look like she had her brows filled in at all, so I just took a little bit of brow gel and just kind of brushed all my brow hairs up in like that supermodel style. So that's all I did for my brows. There was one more step that I wanted to do for my eyes. She has a really bright inner corner, like a really big pop of color on that inner corner of her eye. So I'm gonna actually take my ABHM Resi palette here, and I'm gonna take this color right here called Barb, and I'm going to use that to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Whoa. I used this color in my last tutorial to highlight on this inner corner, and I just loved the way it looked. It's so reflective and bright. It does have a little bit of pink in it in certain lights, but that's fine. Okay, so inner corners are a poppin'. Jesus, I love that Barb color. It is so beautiful. It's just reflecting off that green eyeshadow and making it look like it was fucking meant to be a part of the look. Okay. I am obsessed with this makeup so far, you guys. I hope you're liking it too. Next thing I want to do is lips. So I really love the peachy pink lip she has going on. One of the lipsticks I've been wearing a ton lately is Bitch Perfect by Charlotte Tilbury. So that's what that looks like. You can see like I've gotten right down to the end of mine. I'm really loving it these days. So I'm just gonna take Pink Venus lip liner, which is a pinky coral lip liner, and I'm gonna line my lips with that. And then the lipstick. Her lips in the photo are a little bit more nude, but I'm pretty happy with this. I am just gonna pop on a little bit of gloss. This is the Glossier Clear Lip Gloss. I'm obsessed with this. And her lips are super glossy. Like, she's got them glossed all the way around, so I'm just gonna load that on. For blush, I'm gonna use this one from Charlotte. It's called Ecstasy, really nice peachy pink. And she's got it really like in the center of the cheek, almost on the cheekbone. So I normally bring my blush sort of up here, but I'm keeping it just right down here. And then to highlight, I'm gonna use the highlight shade from the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. And her highlighter is quite angular, kind of following in the same shape as that eyeshadow there. So again, normally I would take my highlighter more here, but I'm going here. And she's super glowy, so I'm just gonna do a couple layers of that. And then it does look like she's got a little bit of highlighter kind of dusted all over, so a little bit here above her brows. And she's definitely got it on her nose too. It even looks like she has it kind of on the sides of her nose, which is interesting. To me, that just screams oily, but let's follow the photo. And that is the finished look. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I am obsessed with the way this makeup turned out. The Natasha Denona Metropolis palette is amazing. This is not the first time I've used it. I've used it a couple of times and I've done pretty dramatic looks with it. And I've been super impressed with the dark matte colors in the palette and also with the blendability of the shades. If you're thinking about getting this palette and you have sort of that extra spending money to spend on something more extravagant like this, I would say 100% go and grab it. I totally loved it. The quality of the shadows is incredible. I will for sure be doing more tutorials with this palette, probably some get ready with me's as well in the future. So if you guys don't want to miss out on those videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it too, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!